Yo, welcome back to Tromonte and Friends. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and we're gonna get right into it. I'm only gonna cover this this one time until the fight is signed and sealed in this official announcement. That's Brian Norman, the champion at 147, one of the champions since Boots just moved up to 154 and vacated his 2 titles that he had, or 3, depending on how you look at it, versus Devin the American Dream Haney. Seeing some rumblings on Twitter. I seen both of their fathers going back and forth. And I don't want to get into that, but the fight itself is very intriguing. Devin hasn't officially... I'm a Devinhaney fan. I think people are down on Devinhaney too much. You don't just become undisputed. When he was undisputed at 135, you don't just become that. He went to Australia and fought twice. He fought twice in someone else's backyard to win the title and then to defend it in the rematch. And he won pretty convincingly both times. So you don't just become undisputed. And I think because he took one loss, people are too down on him. I think they're too critical of him. In his last fight versus Ramirez, did he seem gun shy? Yeah, but it's also he's fighting at a new weight. You know, he's fighting above 140, so he's technically like a welterweight. And he won the fight. You know, you might not have liked the fashion in which he won, but he won the fight, and he's coming off of a lot, man. That fiasco with Ryan Garcia, anybody who gets popped for PED use, you know, they should be suspended. More should be done in the sport of boxing, but we're not going to cover that right now. I just believe that the general public and boxing aficionados and boxing purists, they're too critical of Devinhaney, somebody who was once undisputed. He never misses weight. He's always professional. He shows up to fight. Got to give him more credit. Got to give him more credit. You don't see boxers that consistent today. And Brian Norman, he fought Sasaki over in Japan. He won by like a great KO. You know, I like to see it. I like to see it. And Brian Norman, a dog, could get in there with anybody. So I hope before the end of the year we see the fight. I'll make an official prediction later. But both of them deserve more credit. You know, Brian Norman's he's lesser known than Devinhaney is. So he's getting his name up, but he's a gritty fighter. He's going to get in the trenches with you and bang. And Devinhaney's a boxer. You know, he's a traditional boxer, but he comes to fight, man. Devinhaney don't just get in there and lay down. You know, even the Ryan Garcia fight, he got knocked down. He got up and fought. You know, y'all got to give Devin some credit, man. Give him some credit. Hope the fight happens. Right now, we'll see what happens. But right now, I would say because Devinhaney hasn't officially fought at 147, I would have to lean towards Brian Norman because he's acclimated to the weight. But as we get closer to the fight, we'll see if my pick changes or not. I'm really high on Haney, though. I'm really high. So if Haney looks good after he weighs in at 147, and I see, because Devin's a big dude anyway, and he can, I might favor Devin depending on how these next few months go. But if I had to pick right now, I would swing Brian Norman's way. But y'all got to give Devin some credit, man. Y'all got to stop doing this, man. All my boxing people, the boxing community, don't, even if you don't dig his personality, or you may not dig his father's personality, you have to be able to compartmentalize at least a little bit and look at what he's done for the sport of boxing. Always on time. He's not disrespectful. You know, he comes to fight, he does his job, he goes home, and he's advocating for better professionalism, and he's advocating for people. His resume crazy. He'll fight anybody. So give him more credit. I hope the fight happens. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll get with y'all soon. Peace.